Hey, this is Derek with UofMTiger.com, back for another video. I just wanted to talk about how to get high resolution audio out of Apple Music. There's been a lot of videos saying how difficult it is. There was one that was like had like a buzzer in the background or something like that. So every time they'd say, "Can you do this?" Bzz, no. "Can you do this?" Bzz, no. So I thought I would give one real quick about how I get high resolution out of the device. What's funny is this YouTuber has had multiple videos where he says high resolution isn't that important, but he's done 2 videos about Apple Music and how difficult it is. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So without further ado, here we go. So first off, you've got this iPad. This is the iPad 12.9-inch M1 Pro, and it's sitting on this BuyEasy stand, which I will link. This stand has USB-C input for powering the iPad. It has two USB-A outs, and it has HDMI out, and then a way to plug it into power in the back. So you've got HDMI, USB, and headphone port. So you can also just connect headphones directly to it. But in this case, I wanted to just say that I've got this running to the HDMI is going to my Denon receiver for video, and then there's USB-C or USB port that is feeding a Topping D10 DAC, and you can see it says 192 because I'm playing Hotel California, which is high resolution. The whole thing is pretty easy to set up. You just keep everything set up, and then you just plug in the iPad as you need to. It will charge the iPad as well, so you don't need a separate cord or anything for that. Really, it's one cord, and you're ready to go. The reason I have it set up for HDMI isn't because in this room, because I can actually reach it from my office chair. But I want to show you how I use it in the living room. I have a similar docking stand in there. And what I do is I have that feeding my television, an HDMI display. So in this case, we're going to go over here, and you can see this is my receiver, or this is getting a HDMI out from my receiver. Let's say you're sitting across the room and you want to be able to control this. Well, one thing you can do is use Siri. But the one problem with Siri is every other device in the house may hear you that has Siri set up. So what happens if you want to control it from across the room? So this is a keyboard case that has a trackpad built in. It's one of these cheap Bluetooth cases you can get for the iPad. So let's just say I want to be able to go back. I just go onto my trackpad, go over here, just click, and I'm back to the main screen. Let's say I just want to do an artist. I just type it in on the trackpad or on the keyboard. And let's say I want to listen to Neil Young. Just click on it. And now I'm playing it. This is also a 192 file, so it didn't change the bit rate. Unless I want to listen to... So what this does is it gives you the ability to sit at your couch with just a similar Bluetooth keyboard, mouse, trackpad thing, and control everything that's going on. Now, what happens if you want to dock an iPhone? Because this is an iPad dock. This is USB-C. And so what happens if I want to use my iPhone over there? Well, I personally think the iPhone, if you have an Apple Watch, is a better streaming product, and I'll show you why. So now I'm going to connect the iPhone to the dock using this cable, USB to here. So one thing I like about the iPhone in this configuration that's a little nicer than the iPad. Like I said, the iPad you can connect a Bluetooth thing and connect HDMI. I could not get HDMI to work on the out of this particular dock, so you may want to need an iPhone dock, you know, that's specific to iPhone to get HDMI and USB out. But on this one I am able to get USB out, and this is for when I don't want to have a display on. So we're going to take a look at the Apple Watch and how it can control the iPhone. This is kind of my normal way of using this device. So right now I have it connected to my DAC and via the here. So at this point I just want to be able to tell it what to do from anywhere in the room or anywhere on the Wi-Fi network. So the way to do that is to use the iPhone or the Apple Watch to control it. So you got the Apple Watch here, and let's say I want to listen to, I don't know, Amos Lee's latest album. What I would do is just hold this down, play Amos Lee's latest album. As you can see, the iPhone has started playing the album. I have my stereo turned down, but if I turn it up, you can see that it's playing the music. So let's say that I want to pause it. You can just pause it here and it'll pause it on the thing. Let's say you want to skip ahead. You can use that to skip ahead. Play, skip, or play, skip. See, it says little light. All you got is a song. So it gives you that ability to pause, skip. You can even adjust the volume. If you look here, so I'm going to adjust the volume on here using the scroll wheel. So look, you can see the actual volume moving on the iPhone. The Apple Watch can also go back to your library. So if we go here, you can go back to my library. Got Al Green's greatest hits. Let's say I want to listen to anything in my library. I can go to albums, or I can go to artists, songs. Let's go to artists. Aaron Deal is not one of the albums I have in my own personal collection. I used iTunes Match to get my files over onto Apple Music, but this is one that I saved off of the Apple Music Network. So let's say I'm just going to click on that, click on play, and you're playing it. Aaron Deal. So this gives you multiple ways to control what's playing. So you can pause, play, adjust the volume. You can actually AirPlay it to another area if you'd like. You can see the songs that are coming up, so you can play the songs, you know, automatically. You can go back into your library and hear songs. It does also have a new music mix that they recommend. It's down here called Made for You. So if I click on that, hit new music mix, and now it's playing something new by Rod Stewart. So you can see, you know, I could be sitting in my kitchen and this could be in my office, and I'd have the ability to change what's playing from anywhere using my Apple Watch. You don't have this ability to control the iPad with the Apple Watch, which is an issue. That's why I prefer using the iPhone for streaming audio. So let's say you want to, now that I've got this here, let's say you want to have this, but you don't want to have it connected to this DAC situation. You want to take this mobile. Well, you can still use this, or they make a small one that you can't charge at the same time, but you can actually use this as well with a USB DAC. I have a set of headphones that I like to use for on the go. That's the Eddy ER4Ps, and this is called a Hi-Vis S8. It does DSD, it does 32 bits, so, and at I think 382 or something like that, or 384. So it has more resolution than you need for the iPhone and what's on Apple Music or any of the services. So you just take this, and this is a USB-C to USB plug, and you just connect this to here or to here. And so let's just pop this out, pop this in, plug my trusty AirPod Eddie ER4Ps in, and now just hit play. Audio is going through and playing on here. So the way I know that, if you go here, Sonata USB audio, that's what this is. Even though it's, I don't know where Sonata comes from, but that's what it says whenever it's playing music on this. The bit rate is going to just play whatever bit rate that's on there. There's not a way to show specifically, because this device doesn't have a way to show you like the Dragonfly DAC. Dragonfly will actually show you up to 96 by changing the color of this Dragonfly. But this is much more versatile, sounds great, measures well, and I think it was like $79. So, you know, this is a lot you get. And, you know, I've heard people say, you know, on John Darko's videos that, you know, this is very cumbersome. I mean, how cumbersome is this? You know, I guess he doesn't realize that people that care about audio will add one little thing to their area to get high resolution when they're on the go. You know, if you don't care about high resolution, of course you don't need to go with this. You can use their little, I think I've got that in here somewhere. Matter of fact, just use some, I would use Bluetooth or something. But, and I've got a pair of those here. So, you know, if you wanted to use Bluetooth, you're good to go with just something like this. But, you know, if I want high resolution audio, I'm going to go with this here and give me the ability to really listen to music at a high resolution. A lot of times when I go on vacation, I'll take these with me, or I'll take a pair of ATH M50s or Shure 940 headphones, and those actually do the trick as well. This is also something you can use with the iPad. So if, let's say for instance, I want to do this with the iPad instead, I have a similar thing that sort of has a USB at the other end, USB-C. Just plug that in here, plug that in. So we got the iPad here. We're going to do the exact same thing, just play whatever. But if you go here, Sonata USB. Hey, so just to follow up real quick, I'm really happy with this iOS iPad setups, being able to use them portably or at home, and hopefully you've gathered some information that can help you make decisions. I will mention that, like I said, I'm using the 12 Pro Max, and I'm not sure that this specific setup will work with all different devices. Does this mean that Apple is finished? No, I think they need to update across all their systems, their Mac OS Apple Music app to do bitrate switching on the fly. They need Windows iTunes app is old. They need the new lossless version. Same thing with the web. If they don't want to update AirPlay, they should allow Chromecast on this and allow it to do at least 96 kilohertz. If I'm just day in, day out, I just use my Apple TV and live with the 48 kilohertz output. One of the upsides to that is my receiver has Dolby Atmos so I get the Dolby Atmos feed on albums that it's capable. So for me, that's worth the extra listening to it on the Apple TV. I just wish they would raise the resolution. Hopefully, this is a little more positive than these negative videos I've seen of people who don't even care about high res, but all of a sudden it's the most important thing. For me, it's not the most important thing. I would have been perfectly happy with lossless, which I think is what Spotify is eventually going to come out with. But if I have high resolution available and I have an easy way to set it up, why not go for it, right? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.